So you're in the land of hell. The boss spawns. The bar fills up. The boss spawns. You kill the boss. You get the loot. And what do you do next? I'll tell you in a moment. But, fun fact, over 80% of you guys are not subscribed to my channel. What's up with that? Alright, so what you do is you don't click leave. So I think this is one of the big mistakes that most people actually make when they're playing Land of Hell, aka normal rifts. So the game basically pops up a big leave button on your screen, and also on the left side it's like telling you, hey bro, you gotta leave. But yeah, that's a huge mistake to make, because you're usually not even halfway done with the 2 floors. So yeah, you're missing out on all these loot drops and gold drops. You're missing out on everything. If you're hitting that leave button, stop today. Don't ever hit that leave button again, okay? Not in the normal rifts. So yeah, you go ahead, keep killing stuff, because you get about 300,000, at least 300,000 gold or so per level. So if you're leaving on the first level right after you kill the boss, you're missing out on a good 300,000 at least gold on level 2. So yeah, just so you guys know, that's a huge mistake, and don't do it. Just don't. Another big mistake most people make is with using their secondary characters. And shout out to mobogamers.com for this one. I'll put the link to their article in the description. And yeah, honestly, I didn't even know about this until I read this article either. But yeah, apparently your secondary characters, well, every character has these 3 passive talents that are called team effects. And they affect both your primary and secondary character. So, not just the you know how every character has their passive that shares between both characters, but these talents will share on top of that. So for example, Vilsack's here, Undead Shooter, increases your dodge rate when you don't dodge the enemy's attack by 5%. And then Tenacity Breaking reduces an enemy's tenacity when they are hit, only effective 1 time every 2 seconds. And if you're not sure what tenacity is, by the way, it's like on the bosses, the yellow bar beneath the health bar. Yeah, when that runs out, it stuns them and stuff. So yeah, that's what that does. And then we have Phantom Aura as well from Vilsack. That gives you an aura that increases your extra damage for you and your pets. So yeah, every character has 3 of these, and they're in the same positions. So for example, we'll go ahead and look at Alina real quick. So Alina here has a aura that increases your skill attack for you and your summon. And then she has Shield Enchantment that makes you receive a shield if you're attacked without a shield. And it can be stacked with Ice Shield. So extra shields from Alina as a secondary. And then Arcane Shield that restores your energy when you attack the enemy with any shield. And your energy is lower than 70%. So yeah, every character has 3 of these. So yeah, make sure if you're using the secondary character, go ahead and talent all 3 of those. They're usually all pretty useful. And yeah, that's one big mistake I made, and probably a lot of other people as well. Another big mistake that most people make has to do with pets, and specifically leveling the pets. From what I've seen a few screenshots here and there of people's pets, and it looks like that most people are kind of just focusing on one pet to level. But the reason that's wrong is every deployed pet you have here will actually increase your stats as well. So you kind of want to spread out the levels between like 4 of your pets that you think you'll really like or fit with your build pretty well. So for example, yeah, I have this one to level 40 because there was a achievement I wanted to get for level 40. Otherwise, I would have tried to basically level all 4 of these guys pretty evenly. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so every time you level up and train these guys, it takes more and more EXP to level or train them up. So you want to just spread out the levels between these other guys right here and make sure you're getting their stats up, because those stats, every one of these deployed pets will increase your stats as well. The next big mistake most people make has to do with the soul lamp. So at a certain point, when you're trying to level your soul lamp, you'll probably run out of certain materials such as the thorn tail or the burning rock. So I made this mistake as well. I didn't really know where to get these items. I just figured that they would come eventually. They weren't coming, they were coming. I was avoiding doing the hard story, which was my mistake, because that's where they come from. For the most part, you get all of those from the hard story. So I know the story missions suck and they're probably the most boring thing to do in the game, but yeah, make sure you're doing your hard missions so you can keep your soul lamp levels going. And yeah, don't make the same mistake that I did and fall behind on soul lamp levels as far as I did. Here's a quick one, and this one has to do with crafting. So when I was playing the game, when I was leveling, I basically never stopped and kicked any destructible objects such as little boxes on the ground or jars or whatever. And that was my mistake, at least when it comes to the open world, because certain things in here actually require these mana extracts that come from World Exploration Kick Jar. Actually, it's not just jars, it's from any destructible objects in the open world. So make sure you're kicking all the jars in the open world so you get these mana extracts. You can see like they're one of the very, very important materials for a lot of these potions, and they are the bottleneck for me right now, so kick those jars. And the last mistake a lot of people make has to do with gems, and specifically like getting rid of and breaking down gems that they don't really use. So if we go into the furnace here and we go to the gem section here, you notice that you only see yellow gems here and level 3 or higher. So you can only break down gems that are level 3 or higher. So what do you do with all those blue gems? Well, I'll show you like an easy trick that you can do to combine your blue gems up to level 3 and break them down. So what we're going to do is go to the gem lady here, and what we want to do is pick a character that we don't really use, that doesn't really have any gems equipped. Okay, so we just scroll all the way down to the bottom and start throwing gems in and leveling them up as much as we can. So I'm going to actually focus mostly on defense gems because I don't really use any defense gems. And honestly, you don't really have to start at the bottom. I would actually just start at level 2. So let's put in this level 2 gem, click on it, click upgrade. Upgrade that to level 3, good, remove it. And then go to the next. Just keep going until you get to your next level 2 or level 1. Inlay, click on it, upgrade, upgrade, remove it. And then just keep doing that over and over and over again until you have basically everything up to level 3. And then we'll go ahead and break them down. And to break them down, I would highly recommend that you only do this manually and not do any batch or anything like that. Yeah, because you don't want to accidentally get rid of a gem that you actually would like to use. So just go around and click on these gems. Look, I don't really know all the icons yet. So here's a crit resist. Actually, crit resist is probably decent. I'll hold on to that. HP, magic resist. We'll get rid of the magic resist. And you can see here we get these gem shards that you can cast into legendary gems. So this is very important to know. A lot of people probably haven't unlocked the cast system yet, but how that works is we go into our craft menu over here and then click on cast. And so as we get these gem shards and we get the gem cast vouchers, we'll be able to craft a legendary gem. So we're going to go ahead and craft this extra damage gem, legendary extra damage gem. So go in here, select our materials, one of those, 10 of those. I'm not sure what these 2 other slots are for. Maybe that's just for something later on. But yeah, apparently this has an RNG aspect to it. Let's cross our fingers because this is 500,000 gold as well. Here we go. I guess I'd try 2, but I'm going to do 1. Frick. So I guess if it fails, you get a random gem of some sort. Okay, so this is a huge RNG system here. I thought that you could actually just straight craft gems with this, but yeah, okay. Good to know. All right, so that's gonna be the end of this video. Didn't really turn out this little plan that I had here with the casting. Yeah, I obviously didn't understand how that works. Now we know how that works. There's another mistake that you shouldn't make. Don't go in there and drop 1,000,000 gold and expect a legendary gem to come out. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of your support. You guys have been amazing. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on twitch.tv/greg2g, twitter.com/greg2g, and I'll see you guys next time in the next one. Peace. GG's. Stay beautiful.